In this video, I will explain what are random access files. In computer system, there are two methods of accessing files. Suppose I have a file called data.txt and it is having these contents, some alphabets are there. Then when you open any file, let us say this data.txt is open, then it will have one file pointer pointing to the first byte of a file. Like we have used file input stream as well as file output stream. So if you use file input or output stream, then they will open the file with a file pointer pointing on first byte. Now what is the purpose of opening the file? Whether you want to read or you want to write, it depends on the file stream. Suppose if you are reading, then you can read first byte. The moment you read first byte, pointer will move to next byte. Then when you read this byte, then the file pointer will move to next byte. So in this way, file pointer will be moving only in the forward direction. Just like audio tape. The head on the audio tape will move only in the forward direction. You cannot move the pointer back. So it moves only in forward direction whether you are reading a file or you are writing a file, whatever it may be. So you can continue reading up to the end of the file. Once you have reached the end of the file, if you want again in the beginning, then again reopen the file and again you can start reading. Usually we don't require to move the pointer here and there inside a file. Usually we want sequential access only. So this is the most commonly used access method, that is sequential access. Now one more thing. If you are opening a file for writing, then also the file pointer will be pointing in the beginning only. So when you try to write, it will be overwritten. So these alphabets will be gone, it will be overwritten. So that is the reason when you write on an existing file, then it will start writing from the beginning. So it will overwrite, it will erase all previous contents and it will write fresh new contents. So this is about sequential access. So this type of files are over. Now next is random access. Random access means we want to move here and there randomly at some location in a file. So yes, this type of files are supported by other programming languages also. So they are supported by Java also. If you open any file with this type of access, then also you will have one file pointer pointing on the beginning. Now what is the purpose of opening a file? Whether just you want to read or just you want to write or you want to perform both read and write. So you can open with any mode. You can open it in any mode. So same single pointer will be used for both the type of operations, that is a reading operation as well as writing operations. Suppose I am reading few bytes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Suppose I am reading 5 bytes. Then after reading 5th byte, the pointer will be pointing on 6th byte. It will be moved away from here. Now file pointer is pointing here. If I start writing, it will start writing from this point onwards. So if I perform write operation, this F, G, H will be overwritten depending on the bytes that I am writing. Even I can increase the size of the file. I can go on writing it. So one file pointer is used for both operations, reading operations as well as writing operation. This is one thing. This was not the case with sequential access files. So if you have opened them for reading, then perform only reading. Or if you have opened it for writing, then perform only writing. But random access means you can perform both the operations. This is the first thing I told you in Java. Okay. You can perform both the operation. Then second thing, you can move the file pointer anywhere by giving a position of a byte from the beginning of the file. From the beginning. Beginning means the first byte onwards. So from first byte onwards, you can give any position. Now suppose I want to go to third byte. So I can move the file pointer from here to third byte. I can take it there. So there is a method called seek. So I can mention 3, seek 3. So it will go on the third byte from the beginning. Now by taking a file pointer here, if I start reading, it will be reading these bytes. If I start writing, it will be overwriting on these bytes. That's it. This is how you can randomly move anywhere within the file. And this thing, remember one more important thing. This type of operation you can do if you are fully aware of the file. You know everything about the file, how the data is arranged, at which place what value is kept, then only you can do this one. So you can also find out where the current pointer is pointing, where the file pointer is pointing right now. Based on that also you can move forward or also you can move backward as many bytes as you want. You can mention the number of bytes. So actually the position defined is from the beginning of the file. Okay. But to obtain a new position, you can take the help of current location of a file pointer and you can decide the new location from the beginning of the file. So these are random access files. So Java is having a class called random access file. There is a class available and it is having useful methods like seek and get file pointer and the length of a file. You can get some information so that you can easily access it randomly. And one more important thing is this class is implementing data input and data output interfaces. Data input and data output interfaces. So output is also there. Okay, just in short I will write down. So what are these? These interfaces are implemented by data input stream and object input stream as well as output streams. So they are having the methods like, for example, read int method is there, so you can read the integer, or write int method is there, so you can write an integer, so you can write down the data in its own data type. Read int, read float, read double, so write float, write double, or write UTF. These type of methods are available inside this interface, so that are implemented by this random access files. So apart from basic stream operations like write or 3 versions of write, it is also having the other methods which supports the data type. So that is the benefit of using random access file. So this is all about random access file class inside Java. So let us look at the demonstration. I will take one file and I will show you how file pointer moves and how we can read and write from the current file pointer position. So let us write a program. So let us look at the program for this random access files. So for this, first of all, I will create one file. I will go to DOS prompt. Here I will create one file, copycon data.txt. So this is a DOS command for writing the contents in a file, creating a new file. I can do it in using Notepad also, but I will write on alphabets. I have written 10 alphabets. Let us save this. Control Z, hit enter. So if I say type data.txt, this is the contents of a file. Let us perform random access on this file. So first of all, I will perform read operation on this one. So let me write down the code. Import java.io. This part I have finished. Inside main method, random access file, I will create an object, random access file. Then after this, I should mention in which mode I want to open it. I want to open it in read-write mode. Just reading, just writing, we have already seen. Let us look at read-write mode. So error, I have to handle exception, but to make my code look neat and clean, I prefer throwing exception. So we know what is exception handling and all. So if I write try and catch block, then bunch of lines will confuse with the actual code that we have to look at. Now I have random access file. First operation, I will perform read. So I will directly print the value whatever I am reading. I will typecast it as character because it will read bytes. So rf.read. See, if I show you the methods, there are methods available. Read. 3 versions of input stream. If you remember input stream, these are the 3 methods coming from input stream class. In the beginning I have shown you. If you have not seen that, go back and watch that video. Then read boolean, read byte, read char, read double. So I can read the data in its own format. Format means in its own data type. So many read methods are there. No, I want to read just 1 byte. Okay. I will read more bytes. So I will copy this, then I will paste it. So I am reading 3 bytes. Let us run till here. See, it is reading A, B, C. 3 letters I got. Okay. After reading C, where the file pointer is pointing, it is pointing upon D. Now I will perform write operation. Okay, file pointer is on D. Remember this one. So random access file dot write, I will write down lowercase d. Let us run it. That write operation, we cannot see it as output here. Okay. Let us go to command prompt and type the file and check. D is written in lowercase. After reading ABC, file pointer was on D. Okay. So when I wrote lowercase d, it was uppercase. Already I wrote it here, right? Now it has changed to lowercase because our program has written lowercase d there. If I run the program once again, same thing will happen at the same place. Again, it will write down d. Nothing will happen. Okay. No change. Same thing will be there. Now what I'll do is I will print once again. So after writing that, where the file pointer will move, it will move on to E. So next, when I read, it should read E. There is only one file pointer, right? So using that only, we have to read as well as write. It should read E. So with this, I can prove that after writing D, the file pointer has moved on E. When I read, I will be getting E. Let us run and check. Yes, I got E. When it was on D, we were not reading it. We were writing. So after writing also, file pointer will move. So this part is over. Reading and writing both I have done using a single pointer. Okay. If you see the file once again, then you can find the same data, D at place, lowercase at the place of D. Now next, when I have performed this read, it has reached E. I want to skip a few bytes. So random access file dot skip bytes is there. So I have to mention number of bytes I want to skip. 3 bytes I want to skip. So it will skip 3 bytes. So after reading E, I will write on alphabets here. So I have taken an array of bytes here which is having alphabets A to J, so that we can easily trace what we want to do. See, after reading this, it was on E, then it has taken E, now it was on F. Okay. When I skip bytes 3, then it will skip F, G, then H also, then it will be pointing on I. So if I print once again, then I should get I. Okay. This should print I. Let us run and check. Yes. After E, it is printing I. So we can skip the bytes like this. Now when it is on I want to print this letter D. So what is the index of this one? 0, 1, 2, 3. So I should go on character 3, index 3. So for that, I can take the file pointer there, rf.seek. I want to go on index 3. So the third letter, so index 3, right? So again, I will print it. So what it should print now? It should print D. Let us check. Yes, it is printing D. So I can go to any position, right? Like this. Now after printing D, where the file pointer is, you remember after you perform the operation, file pointer will move definitely in forward direction only. It is on E. So current file position, I will print current file position. So I will directly use this println. Then inside this, I will write rf.get file pointer. So let us see what the file pointer is. 4, right? So it is on 4. So when it was on 3, it has read the value. Then it has gone on to 4. So it is on 4 means it is on E. Okay. Now next, one more thing I will show you. rf.seek, whatever the file pointer position is right now, plus 2. So I want to seek like this. So using file pointer position also you can seek. And this is useful because whatever the current position is, from there you can move forward or backward. Even I can give minus also, minus 2. So it will move backward. If I say plus 2, it will move forward. Okay. So from current position plus minus. So this is a better method of moving a file pointer from current position to any other position. If you are directly using seek by giving direct value, absolute value, then always you have to count from the beginning of the file. So how many bytes ahead, how many bytes backward you want to move, you can mention this. So file pointer was on E, then if we skip, then it should go on G. So if I print once again, it should print G. Yes, it is printing G. So that's all. This is enough to demonstrate how random access files work and how you can use a same file for reading as well as writing. And here is the mode. If you change the mode to just read or just write, you can perform only that operation with single pointer. But with single pointer, we have performed both read and write operations. Okay. So to use this type of file access, you must have the perfect idea about the file, what is there in the file. And also you can write the data in its own format. That is the great thing it provides. That's all in this video. So you try to experiment all these things. So practice whatever I have shown you.